because although we are only 10, we are getting this much issues. So I'm sure that they'll also get. Okay, let's move ahead. So second part is, guys, tuple, right? So any issues in the list and list functions?
No.
Perfect.
Till now, no. Once we'll do practice, maybe.
Yeah, just practice it, guys. And I'm just having a look of WhatsApp. Just tried and think someone has pasted the program at 12 o'clock. I was just checking it and he deleted. I don't know why, but that program was good. I was just about to write something and he deleted that program. But no issues. Keep on trying. I'm here to solve your doubts. Now the tuple. The second part is tuple. So where we are going to use tuple? The tuple is a collection of the object which is ordered and mutable. So what is list? List was, or sorry, ordered and immutable. So list was ordered and mutable or changeable, right? So it is immutable, means it is not going to change, right? So tuple is ordered. It means we can fetch the value of from the tuple with the help of indexes, and it is immutable. It means we are not going to change. We cannot change the value in the tuple. We cannot remove the value inside the tuple. So this is meant by immutable. So we're gonna see that what are the function, why we are using tuple. So tuple are a sequence just like a list, right? So the difference between tuple and a list are tuple cannot change unlike the list, and tuple cannot change unlike the list. Tuples use parentheses, whereas list use square brackets. So we use tuple, how to represent tuple in the round bracket, where how to use list in the square bracket, right? So although keep in mind, think that time we were getting the output in a square bracket, and at that time I told you that this is I'll gonna tell in the next slides. So this is what, if we're slicing something, if we are getting any output in this round bracket, make sure that this is tuple, and we are not going to change this tuple in our future program of the work. If we are assigned tuple, just like t1, which is the name of tuple, is equal to 1, 2, 3. So we cannot remove any of the element from the tuple, right? But we can fetch something from the tuple with the help of index, because this is ordered, right? So order means we can get a element from the tuple with the help of indexes. So index will be the same, 0, 1, 2, right? So index will not change. The index method will be work as same as in the list and strings as well. So creating a tuple is as simple as putting a different commas, comma in separated commas in between. Suppose here, what I told is the tuple, for tuple we need to separate a comma. We need to give a comma in between. Suppose I need t1 is equal to, I'm just assigning 4.5, right? So someone of you tell me that someone of you thought of that if 4.5 is like it is in the round braces, so it should be tuple. Let's check the type of that round 5. Print of type type, which is on the small, and t1. Let's think, let's print out this line. I'll not oh sorry, capital T, huh? So I'm not getting as tuple, either I'm getting as float. But if I put comma inside this, let's run the program. See, now it is tuple. So if there is round bracket, it should be separated by comma. Then and then it will be tuple. Without that, it will not. So how to put? We can put empty tuple. This is the empty tuple, guys. This is fine. If you're not putting any comma, it will be tuple only. See, but if you're entering any element, suppose 2, we should put comma in between. We should not put only single element. It will be considered as integer only, right? So this is the type of particular tuple. Now, if I have 1, 2, 3 in the tuple, how to get the indexes from the tuple? And here as well, nothing related to integer. You can also assign string. Now how to get the values? Print of T1 of 1, right? So let's print out. See, I'm getting 2, 0, 1. I'm getting output as 2, right? Same according to list. Same. Print of T1 of -1. Let's print out. I'll get tuple, right? So that's it. How to get values from the tuple. We'll take a break for 3 minutes. I think 9:38. We'll take a break for 3 minutes. We're gonna catch at 9:41. Sounds good?
Yeah. They just want to understand, like, what is the difference? Where do we use?
Guys, are you with me?
Hello?
Got it. We'll join.
Yeah,
by
we'll just
9:40.
catch up
Why
after
I'm
the
not
break.
getting
Yep.
your voice? Wait.
We'll join.
Wait.
We'll,
I'm not getting. Chirag, can you just speak something?
Yep.
Wait. I think I have mute myself.
No, we can hear you, man.
Yeah, actually I have muted, so I'm not able to hear your voice. That's fine. Let's meet at 9:41.
okay.
Yeah. So guys, where we use tuple. So I told you that it is a fixed thing. We cannot change that tuple. We cannot edit into tuple. Then what is the use of this tuple? So there are some fixed things we have. Suppose Monday is a day which is fixed, to Friday which is fixed, right? So this is a fixed thing. The Google coordinates which is fixed. We cannot change it, right? The IP of the device, right? Up till we are not at the first time we are giving the IP of the device. It is not going to be changed, right? So it is a fixed things. So for that fixed things, we use tuple. Now we just saw that how to get values from the tuple, just like in the list. So here, if this is a tuple, this is the type of how to fetch the values from the tuple. What if I want to assign some value to this tuple, means I want to replace index number 0 from this tuple, just like a list. So in the list, let me assign one list also here, L1. In the list, I can just do 1, 2, 3, which is the same. I'm not changing any data. Here, first I will just replace one of the element from the list. Suppose list of 0, I want to change to 10, right? So if I gonna print list number 1, let's run the output. So the first element is now changed to 10. Can we try with tuple this? Let's try T1 is equal to 10, right? And here let's print T1. Here only I'm getting an error at this line that tuple object does not support item assignment. It means we cannot change the element from the tuple, but we can fetch the element from the tuple. We can slice the element from the tuple. Just like I want the range which will start from 1 to 3, right? So let's print out. So I'll get a range from 2, 3, 1 to 3. It means this is first index and this is second index, right? So I can fetch. Same will work with any other things as well for slicing, right? T1 here colon colon. So colon colon means we will get entire tuple output just like this, right? So colon colon, after that we can also do like this, print T1 colon colon 2, right? So it will put 2 steps. So 1 and 3 will be the output. It will start from 0, 1, 2. 2 means only 1 will get ignored. So 2 will get ignored and 3 getting printed. So the same thing will same as list, right? So what are the methods of the tuple? So guys, we are studying lot of function in the list. We have studied lot of function in the tuple. What else? If you want to confirm that is the tuple support remove or not, at that time what you can do is, rather than searching on the internet, what you can do is just hit dir, right? Dir is an inbuilt function, and here you just write suppose you just write list. If you write list, right, and just print out this dir and all, right? So this is a useful function of dir. Can you able to see this? See, this is an inbuilt data type. So this double slash wala funda, you can ignore it right now. We're going to study when we study the modules. But here you can just see append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, sort. We have studied these all the functions in the list, right? So this you can compare. So if you forget the syntax of anything, you can just write, you can also write list dot append, right? I want to check the syntax of append. So it will give you the syntax of append as well. Wait. See, it should print the syntax actually. Guys, today is a homework for you. I think I have forgot the way of this dir dot append. Tomorrow or
Is it
tomorrow
a list or a tuple? It's not a list, right?
Sorry, Chira, can you just go ahead?
You mentioned list before append, and it's a tuple. I think that is why like you were not able to.
No.
Because we are using round brackets, not the.
Wait. See, when I have a list of L1, suppose, right? And the method is called as append. Here I'm using round bracket. It doesn't mean it is tuple. Getting it?
Okay.
Here, if I'm printing L1, right? So this 2 will get append at the last. This, see, every round bracket, it doesn't mean a tuple, right? There is some functions. Suppose I am putting dir print of dir of list, right? I want to see what is the function in the list. So we are just calling dir function. There were some libraries or which is inbuilt functions are already there in Python. Suppose some of the def dir is already written. So in dir means every whatever the parameters will call from here, it will give me the output like that. Getting it? So now I'm just calling dir of list, right?
Okay.
So it will just go over there. So that's it. This is not a tuple, right? We saw the functions and all. This is just the functions. Now what I was telling, yeah, the homework for you is, actually I forgot the syntax, but the homework for you is you need to check the syntax, that how to get a particular function of list from dir. This is your homework for today, right? Just search it on internet. It will be you will get it at W3 schools. I'm telling you sites that you can explore yourself. Greeks for Greeks. This is the one of the good side, right? Stack Overflow. So here it's a platform of the multiple engineers, developers who discuss. It's a discussing platform, and there are multiple, actually there are python.orgs also. Python is also there. Python also have the documentation just like Cisco. So you can just search it, this syntax. Now let me move ahead. Length function. So print len length. But tomorrow, if you not, I'll gonna tell you that dir length of, suppose I want tuple, right? So t1. So you can use length function as well in the tuple. See, I'm getting 4, which is the length of that function. Same for index as well, guys. So if I want the index of print t1, which is a name of my tuple, index of 1, right? So we will get the value on this index. What is the value of tuple? See, index number 1, the value is 0. Means I mean to say the value 1 is at index 0. Getting it? Any issues in index part? Anyone?
No. No.
Okay. Okay. I'm going too fast in tuple, or
Dheeraj, I didn't get the question for which we need to work. So maybe you can cover that at the end of the
yeah,
section.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Not an issue. Anyone means just tell me the issue in tuple up till now. Slicing part, indexing part, length part, dir part, anything? Okay. Now same as list we have.
Well,
Was asking.
maybe a stupid question, but yes, Subin here. Maybe a stupid question, but
No
I didn't
stupid.
understand.
No question will be stupid. Go ahead.
I didn't understand what is it. Yeah. What is it? I am not able to understand clearly what is the difference between a tuple and the list, because syntax, everything seems similar.
I have a slide for you, Subin. Stand by.
Okay.
So any issues in regarding this tuple, the syntax, and not removing the slicing part?
I have one question. If we write T1 is equal to 1 and that complete the bracket, then what it will be? Because it will not be tuple. Then what it will be?
It will be, see, T1 complete empty bracket or something in between, something in there.
Something in between, something written.
See, if you write this, if you're gonna print this out, so T1, I'm not printing T1, I'm just printing type of T1. So we'll just check what type of data in that T1, right? So I'll get integer type data. I'm not getting tuple. So when it will be tuple, if there is a comma in between at the first point, right? I told you, if there is a comma in between, and if you run this, it will change to tuple, right? So if you want to put empty tuple, so you cannot, there is no need to write comma in between. You can put empty square bracket. This will be tuple. You take it?
Yes.
Okay, any issues except this? Okay. Now guys, there is one method in list. We saw that how to delete a single element, del L1 of 0, right? We saw that. If we are doing, let me print L1 for your better understanding. In L1 we have 1 2 3. I'm just deleting first element. It is working. It means one is been removed, which is the 0 syntax. Will the same will be doing to tuple. Suppose I have put 0, and here I'm printing T1. Let's run the output. I'm getting error in this line only. What is the error? Tuple object doesn't support item deletion, right? So we cannot remove any particular object from tuple, but the solution is we can delete entire tuple. We can remove the location of the tuple from here only. So when the Python cursor will be here, it will create a memory allocation for tuple name as T1. Inside this, it will store 1 2 3 and tuple, which is the name. So we can delete entire memory allocation from the through the Python, right? So if you write delete T1, and if you're printing, I'll get error that, see, the T1 is not defined. So when we get this error, it means the Python is not finding where is T1, because we have deleted that T1. We have deleted the memory allocation of that T1. Hence, I'm getting an error that T1 is not found. So that's it for the tuple, right? How to delete it. Now we can also count that tuple, count the element of that tuple. Don't worry, this will be last part. And print T1 dot count. Suppose I want to count 2. How many times 2 are there? So I'm just adding 2 one more time. Let's run the program. See, count dot 1, where it is here, right? So it should give me T1 dot 2. It should give me what? It should give me 2, right? So let me check what is the error. Can anyone tell me what is the error? I got the error. Can anyone wanna guess?
It will give you that it is tuple, that it is the single statement, and you cannot count single word like that.
Sorry.
Earlier there was on the lower side
Mm-hmm.
on there was T1,
Mm-hmm.
which is like an integer.
Mm-hmm.
I will give the answer. I'll get the answer because you already have that.
Right. So here the count function will work. Actually, there was an issue with this, and hence I have commented that part. So T1 dot count is meant it will count how many times I have to in the T1 block. So it is giving me 2 times I have 2 in T1, right? So this is what the count part. Same the sort will also work. Print T1 dot sort, right? You print that. Again error that no attribute sort. I think it is sorted, I guess. Can we use sort waiter? No, we don't have. Yeah,
In T1,
you
in
want to
T1
go?
we have 1, 2, 3, and then there was a string.
That is the reason. The sort should work over here. It should. I think we have the sort function in tuple. Let me print out. No, in the tuple we don't have sort. I think we have sorted or something. Sorted tuple. See guys, what the issue that right now I'm facing is because these are the functions just for the theoretical part. We didn't use in network automations and all. But I wanted to tell you for this, as we are learning tuple and all. So in future, if someone asks you that how to sort tuples, so you should answer. See, I'm getting output. Sorted is one of the function rather than sort. Same it will work for sort only. Yeah. So sorted T1, it means it will give me the output at 1, 2, 2, 3, which is in the sorted form, right? So this is a sorted. Same, we have max function. You can try it by yourself. I'm just giving you the overview. Max function, which will give you the maximum. Mean function, which will give you the minimum. We can get a sum. Sum means we can get entire total. Suppose 1, 2, 3, and if we are calling sum of, suppose this is L1 or tuple 1, anything. So you can just write sum of L1. You'll get 1 plus 2 plus 3. What will be the output you'll get? Right? Just try this function, max, mean, sum by yourself. And I'm here to solve your doubts. If there is any issues in it, I'm here to solve you out. So that's it for tuple. Any issues in tuples? So I'll gonna share the slides for today, right? So length is we have done, maximum, minimum, that's it. That is you have to done, and just try this tuple sequence. If you, because I need to cover this in the next slide, which is tuple versus list. And some of you ask me the question, then what is the difference? I'm going to be, means if there is there are multiple points in the list, and there are few points in a tuple, why we are not using list only? Why we are using tuple? So can I extend a class for 3 minutes? I just want to give you the example that why we are using tuple. Is it fine for you?
Just
Yes.
a quick question, Dheeraj, before we start that. I was just checking the DIR for tuple, and I was unable to see those functions which, I mean, sorted is also not there, min is also not there, max is also not there. So I was checking in PyCharm. So is it something, I mean, it's not, I mean.
No. It is, see, in dir function, it will give you just the main functions. So in the list also there are multiple functions. I have chosen only few, which is we're gonna use. Getting it?
So there is a possibility that those functions might not display in dir. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I
got
think,
it.
as per my understanding, those are objects of those list and tuples. The
Yes.
one that you use, these are separate function, and that can be applied to any of these things, either list, either tuple.
See,
Correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah, the concept is object. If I am not telling right now is we are gonna learn the oops concept, right? So object and class. So right now, if I told you that this is an object and all, so you're gonna ask me what is object. So that is the reason I'm not telling that thing right now. So yes, you are correct. You are absolutely correct that these are the objects that we are using, right? So we're gonna prove it when we learn that oops concept, that class and object. So at that time, I'm gonna prove that why we are not getting this count and index in the dir,
Mhm.
right?
Actually, the
So
moment when you were not getting the sort index, sort object in that particular tuple, it was throwing in the error that this object is not categorized in this particular thing.
yeah,
So from where I got it, like these are the objects only.
yeah. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Any other discussion you want, or shall I just prove that why we are using tuple and why we are not using list for multiple things? Okay. So guys, let's take an example. I have same. I'll do is L1 is equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, and I have a tuple with me. T1 is equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3. Right here, I'm importing something. Don't think that why, what is it, and how it is, how to import and all. It will be covered in modules function. So it is one of the type of library I'm importing. So which will give me the size of that particular tuple and the list. So SYI get size of. Hence, I'm not using this Google Colab. It is not giving me a default function. So in PyCharm, if I just write get, no, I'll just get size of function. Print sys dot get size of T1. Now let's run the program.
T1 should be round bracket, no?
Sorry.
T1 is not tuple.
Oh, thank you. See, if I run the program, getting it, the size of this list is 96 and the size of this tuple is 80 only. So it means that the data is same in both, guys. So if I don't want to remove, this is the IP address, suppose, right? So if this is the IP address, it will not going to be changed. Same as with our username in the last program, in the yesterday's program. So username and password will not going to change. So what I can do is I can add those username and password in the Cisco, in the tuple. So at that time, what I can do is I can just create one ID, and here tuple I can write u comma p. Just remember that example that we have put input is equal to enter username, and we have put password is equal to input that password. So we can create a tuple like that. So whatever the username will gonna enter, it will gonna fetch in tuple, it will gonna fetch in input. And at the type of printing, you can just write print of ID of, I think I have a program with me, that program. This is the program, right? Here, let's change it out with the help of tuple. Here, I'm just gonna write ID is equal to u comma p, right? U comma small p. Now it is in a tuple, right? So here, rather than printing this, I can print like u ID of 0. Here I can print ID of 1. Any idea that will it get error or not? Because I need to global ID as well, right? So that's fine. That's it. Perfect. Let's run the program. It is showing me username as Dheeraj, Cisco 10.10.10.1. Same. Getting it? Understood when we use tuple and why we are not using list, or rather if you're using this, no guys, this will be much faster than this thing. If you are fetching the data of you here rather than writing ID of this, it will allocate a more memory allocation. So it is better to use tuple inside between. So rather you can use like that, like this also. You can just remove, rather than creating u variable, you can just write here. But you need to call. So in the next lecture, I'll gonna explain that how to convert or how to get input in the tuple as well. And we're gonna learn the dictionary part in the next lecture. First, we're gonna learn what is the difference between list and tuple. Then we're gonna learn Boolean function in the next lecture. What is the Boolean function and all. Okay, so task for today is simple task. Write a Python program to find a length of last word. Can you do this program? Is it? I think it is a simple one, right? Guys?
Will do.
Okay. Okay, then I think 10-7. Any issues in today's